Who do you want next?
It's I think Tommy Fury is probably the top of that list.
Breaking news of Tommy Fury turning down his biggest payday of his career by far of nearly $1.5 million to fight Jake Paul on ShowTime. It's official that Tommy Fury have turned down 2 offers already, which is mind-blowing because we only know of Tommy Fury thanks to Jake Paul. I mean, let's all be truthful. Tommy Fury would be non-existent in the sport of boxing if it wasn't for him clout chasing Jake Paul all of this time. That's what makes it so shocking to hear that Tommy Fury turned down more than $1 million to fight Jake Paul. Keep in mind, this is coming from a guy that stated in the past he's willing to fight Jake Paul for free and knock him out in 30 seconds. Therefore, it makes no sense for Tommy Fury to claim he's willing to fight Jake Paul for free, then turns around to turn down nearly $1.5 million to do so. It's absolutely laughable, especially when you factor in Tommy Fury's last fight was his biggest payday that Jake Paul gave him in order to open his card. And would you guys believe Tommy Fury did not even make $15,000? Hello? Is anybody home? Tommy Fury last fight, which is his biggest fight, he didn't even make $15,000. So he is in no position to turn down nearly $1.5 million. Furthermore, this is the right time for the fight to take place. People want Jake Paul to fight a boxer, and Tommy Fury really need to step his game up. They both on the same level right now. In fact, Tommy Fury even have more experience. Jake is only 4-0, Tommy Fury is 7-0. And it's sad to say that Jake had fought better competition. Do you guys know Tommy Fury opponents have a combined record of 14 wins, 175 losses, and 5 draws? He even lost one of them fights to a journeyman. In other words, Jake Paul fight for Tommy Fury is really his title shot because he is not making it that far. So it ain't like Tommy Fury have somewhere else to go. Nevertheless, here's what Jake and Tommy Fury had to say.
So Tommy Fury is now denied 2 offers to fight me. This would be the highest payday of his career, the best thing he could possibly do. If he really believes he could beat Jake Paul, then why would you not take this? Timmy, this is your last offer. 8 rounds, $1 million. 8 rounds, $1 million. So either sign the dotted line or just stop in my team and I's time. Don't do drugs, kids. My closest friends, coaches, teammates. If I'm ever at a club, shirtless, at a table by myself, going like this, someone pull me out of that fucking club immediately. Alright, so this is the last time I'm speaking about this guy if we don't end up fighting, because I'm starting to get pissed off. Tommy Fury is about to fumble the biggest bag of his life. Tommy, I made you famous. I gave you the biggest payday of your life. You came to the US, got your US debut for your dream to come true. I gave you a chance to shine in front of the whole entire world, and now I'm offering to quadruple the biggest payday of your life that I gave you to fight me. For everyone at home, this is what happens when you give someone clout, when you give them an ego. They start to think they're better than they actually are. I have dozens of other fighters calling me out every single week, Tommy. You're replaceable. It's the same thing that I told Dylan Dennis in our DMs. I told Dylan there is definitely potential to negotiate up to $1 million, and if I have to take some of my own purse to get this done, I will. I told Dylan I personally want to fight you the most, but A, if you don't take it right now, the odds of us fighting in the future are very slim, and B, obviously this is the biggest fight you will most likely ever see, and C, we have other offers out there, so you need to make a decision in less than 72 hours. Dylan fumbled his bag. He didn't want to fight, and guess what? I am never going to fight Dylan Dennis ever. He missed the biggest opportunity of his life. He thought I was joking around. And now Dylan Dennis is in jail. Tommy, do you want to end up in jail? Take the fight, Tommy. You're too busy taking Molly instead of taking fights. I told Dylan Dennis you're replaceable as and you have to accept that. Let's just take a look of the Google Trends over the past 12 months. I'm in the blue, Tommy's in the red. Only time Tommy spikes is when I talk about him. Tommy, no one gives a about you if it wasn't for your older brother, who I respect, or your catfish girlfriend. We all made you famous. You didn't make yourself famous. Let's see what the people have to say. Timmy about to fumble the biggest bag of his career. How are you gonna talk all that shit and then back out? LMAO, Tommy is really scared to fight Jake. KSI and Tommy both scared. There must be some UK shit going on. Y'all are Jake doesn't even need this fight, to be honest. He can fight if he wanted to fight someone better. My opponent busy beating his chest in the club. They're all dodging the GOAT Jake Paul. Tommy, it's like Eminem said, you only get one shot.
So I just wanted to come on here and address a few things that Jake Paul's been saying. He's come out and said that I've denied 2 offers to fight him, which I have, because those offers are not even worth talking about, so I'm not even going to address that. He's come out and said that he wants to give me £1 million to fight him. And I just want to say this. To everybody out there, £1 million for a fight of this magnitude it's not even worth getting out of bed for. This fight is going to gross millions and millions of pounds. I can't walk down the street without anybody asking me, when are you fighting Jake Paul? So until you want to start bringing some serious offers to the table, pal, we can't have a conversation. This is a very smart tactic on what he's doing, used by a lot of fighters when they don't want to fight somebody. It makes it look like to all the public he's offered plenty of times, he's reached out to have the fight and I've turned it down and I don't want the fight. But in boxing terms, £1 million is nothing, especially for a fight of this size. Tomorrow isn't soon enough to fight you. I can fight you whenever. Tonight, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Get your figures up, and then we can talk.
I am overlooking Tyron Woodley. You know, most people sit up here like Fury, and he's like, oh, I have a tough opponent. No. When I know what's going to happen, when I'm confident in my skill, I'm already thinking about the next opponent.
Based on 3
Why
fights.
do you think this guy's sitting right behind me right now?
Well,
When you know what's going to happen,
Your
you're
time
confident
is
in your
coming, pal.
preparation.
Don't mention
When you
my
know-
name out of that garbage mouth of yours.